Look forward to chat with our first guest, and he's actually a return visitor to the program as he joined us last year after the big win over USC, and a big day for him in that game. He is a Spalding alum and a Baltimore guy. He's Lavain Scruggs, and he is with us here on location. Lavain, it's great to see you, man. Thanks for coming over, spending some time.
No problem, no problem.
So I got a bunch of stuff to go over with you. The first is, tell me your most embarrassing Kyle Schmidt story, because I think I'm going to be doing a game here in a couple of weeks, and I want to pull it out on the air.
Most embarrassing Kyle Schmidt story.
Like sometime where, like maybe he ripped a fart in the middle of a meeting or something like that.
Nah, I don't think he had too many embarrassing stories. I think they was all good stories and funny stories.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Kill him. He's a great guy. He's
an amazing guy.
And a Maryland legend, right?
Yeah.
And an absolute Terp through and through. Lavain, obviously, I know the year didn't go the way that you guys wanted it to go last year. Coach Loxley opened up this summer about some of the difficulties you guys had maybe in the locker room and some issues that team went through. Could you tell us a little bit about, from your experience, what that was like, and maybe for you guys that are leaders, upperclassmen, what you guys did going into this season to make sure you said, hey, that's not happening to this team again?
Well, first to start off with, Locks got that sign outside of the locker room that, keep everything outside of the locker room because we win as a team, we lose as a team. So I think it really starts there. He's bringing everybody along, and we're very family oriented, and I think, we're really becoming a brotherhood. It's hard to become a brotherhood now, when there's a lot of transferring going on, everybody's being selfish. But I think this team is very, very, for each other, and becoming a good brotherhood.
You, as a guy that's been here, right? And that's, I don't know, kind of rare at this point in college football.
Yeah.
I mean, let's start with that, right? Why? Why stick it out? Why buck the trend of being like a one-year free agent and going? Why have you stuck it out at Maryland for as long as you have?
I mean, because Maryland is Maryland. At the end of the day, Locks, it starts with Locks. He's a good guy. One of those Stephon Diggs saying, "It's a better place. What's a better place to do it in your city?" And I think I stayed here because it was a great opportunity and a good decision.
You, in doing that, obviously, we mentioned you inherit being one of these guys on this team. What does that mean to you? What does it look like for you, being a leader, being someone who takes responsibility for what happens with this team this season?
It looks like I'm not really a vocal leader, but it starts off with doing things right, setting the standard, competing at a high level, and yeah.
How is it different this year, Lavain? How is it? We say that you guys are only a couple years removed away from obviously being really good. What does it take to get back to that this season?
I would start with everyone being on the same page. Everyone playing together, like I said earlier. Everyone playing together and not being selfish. I think it really starts there, and like I said, the brotherhood that we have. So I think that's really what would be the change.
I'm thinking about Lavain Scruggs is with us. We're a little bit away from the stadium, but I'm thinking about what that day was like for you, but for the entire team beating USC and the crowd and the atmosphere and the energy.
Yeah.
Can you describe, as a local guy, what that meant? And I know that you wanted it to be followed up with a lot more wins, but what that day meant and how much you think about the possibility of, hey, we could have a few more days like that this year.
Yeah, to me, it really meant a lot. And then talking about the play, it really started up front with them front guys, man. They got the pass rush off, they got the ball off fast, and I just made the play, but it really meant a lot, because it was a rough time during the game, and it turned it around, and offense came on the field and they scored. So it really meant a lot, and they stormed the field after, so it was amazing.
Dude, it was an incredible feeling, right?
Yeah.
It's something that we haven't seen a ton at Maryland over the years.
Yeah.
And I got to imagine in that moment, you're like, oh, right, that's why I'm here.
Yeah.
I'm here for moments like this.
Yeah, for real.
Hopefully there's a lot more of them. Hopefully that's the case this season.
Yeah.
Lavain, we got to get to know you, right? Tell me, let's go back a little ways, right? You said the Stephon thing really, was that the reason that you chose to be at Maryland to begin with?
I mean, like I said, it started with Locks, man. He's a great guy, and I don't think a lot of people see it, but he's a great guy, man. And I think that's really why I stayed. He's a great guy, and then the guys are still here. a lot of people left, but the guy is still here. I stay to who I am, and I still have brothers here, so I stay with them.
But originally, when you decided to come to Maryland, it was because of Coach Loxley?
Yeah, it was Coach Locks. We also had other guys on the staff that's not here anymore, but yes.
Can you explain to people that don't understand that, right? Because I try sometimes. I'm like, I can't. He's different. He's not like everybody else.
Yeah.
I have great affinity. I think everybody knows from Mike Loxley.
Yeah.
Can you explain, because I'm sure you heard from a million coaches, why you thought he was different and specifically you wanted to be around him?
Starting first, he's a straightforward guy, honest guy, and he can relate to me and others, like where we came from and things that we've been through. So he's a real guy.
I appreciate that.
Yep.
We're chatting with Lavain Scruggs here live at University of Maryland football, overlooking the practice fields here at Jones Hill House. This is actually my first time being in the facility.
Wow.
I had never seen all of it before. Dude, it's unreal, right?
Yeah.
How much time do you spend here?
All day.
All right. So, okay, what does that look like? Like, obviously, you're doing practice.
Yep.
But when you're not practicing, what are you doing in the building?
Treatment, rehab, film, eating. Try to get a little rest, but you can't get too much. So that's. Yeah.
I was going to offer you an apple pie Oreo, but I don't know where y'all. I mean,
I'm trying to eat a little healthy.
Oh no, you're out on it. I was going to let everybody. I was trying to bring gifts for everybody today. It's the only thing I thought to grab on the way over here, right? So, what is a day? What does eating look like? This is the summer. This is when. Like I just roasted a pig the other day and kind of went crazy a little bit. Yeah. What does eating look like here? Because I was wandering around in there. I might go.
Well, it's like an all-you-can-eat buffet in there. So it's breakfast. You can get whatever for breakfast. Honestly, a sandwich.
But if you're not willing to eat like an Oreo, then what is it?
That you can make a salad. You can make a salad.
So what's your go-to?
That's what I was going to say.
Salad's your go-to then?
So probably some rice chicken.
Oh,
okay.
Rice chicken with some broccoli or green beans.
Okay.
And then I'll back it up with a salad. Yeah.
All right,
Caesar
that's
salad.
not bad. I can live that way.
And you never touch dessert then?
Nah, I don't touch dessert. No ice
for you.
cream, no cookies. Nah.
Good for you, man. Good for you. That's why he looks like he does.
Yeah.
I look like I do, and that's just the way that it goes. There's a question I'm going to ask a couple of guys today, and specifically you because you're from here. I want to know in what way you are most Maryland. Like, what's the thing about you that is the most Maryland? As you can tell, for me, I literally dress the part. Like, this isn't because I'm here today. This is just what I wear. Yeah. Like, I wear the flag everywhere I go. Yeah. I put Old Bay on everything. I'm that type of stereotype.
Yeah.
I am a walking stereotype. In what way, Lavain Scruggs, are you most
Maryland? Ooh, that's a good question. Most Maryland. I'll say playing for Maryland.
Yeah, I mean, I think that does qualify. That does qualify. That's pretty Maryland. You're not wrong, right?
Yeah.
Nothing else about you, your personality?
Not really. I mean, I'm from Baltimore, but.
What did that mean when you heard DQ say that in the NCAA tournament last year?
No, it was pretty funny. I wasn't expecting him to say it. It was pretty funny.
I feel like we all kind of felt a little bit of that.
Yeah, we did. Yeah,
like,
we felt that.
It struck us in a way that there is something inherently different about our personality and the way that we do things that is unique to where we're from, right?
Yeah.
Do you feel that a little bit, like, the way that you play, something you do on the field where you're like, yeah, that's just because I'm from Baltimore?
I mean, sometimes, not all the time, though.
Well, are you a big trash talker?
Nah, I mean, I don't get that.
You're such a steady guy.
Yeah,
like,
I just play ball.
You don't ever have if somebody starts jarring with you.
Yeah, I just laugh at them. I just laugh. Yeah, I laugh a lot. So if you try to get at me under my skin, I just laugh. Yeah,
and then leave it alone.
I just leave it alone.
Do you remind them after you make a play?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
I just laugh at them again.
Have a conversation at that point. I know we don't know yet who the quarterback of this team is going to be, but you obviously have a little bit of history, because you guys aren't the same age.
Yep.
But you know Malik well, right? What should we know about Malik? And what if he's the guy, or whenever, because presumably at some point he will be the guy here at Maryland, what it is that he brings to the table for this program?
Yeah, he's a very smart guy, very athletic. He sees the field very well. He read coverages very well. Overall, he does his job in a very good manner, and you'll see it in during practice. Man, the throws that he make, and it's very unreal sometimes. But Yeah, he's very good, man.
It's wild how, like, I think the first time I probably talked to him was when you might still been on the team at that point, right? Like, he was a freshman, and you just felt like you were talking to someone who wasn't 14 years old or 15 years old. Like, you're like, wow, I don't know where this kid came from. It is insane.
Yeah.
Lavain Scruggs, where are you on social media?
Lavain Scruggs.
And that's with an I for those that
Lavain.
IN Scruggs on Twitter and Instagram as well.
Yep.
Lavain, may there be more, like 5 more this year where we are like carrying you off the field over here in celebration of big wins starting next weekend. Appreciate you coming over and hanging out with us this morning, man.
I appreciate y'all having me.
Absolutely. That's Lavain Scruggs.